He'd charge at ogres with mere dagger in hand.
I'm going on a raid in 2 days.
Pardon?
Wait, what?
That's it?
No,
he's going on a raid!
No!
They tell you, never date a night.
They do say that.
They'll never come home.
They won't.
That's why I'm teamer.
Okay, I am so excited. Love is happening.
Yes.
You know, most
it
is, and you know, most love stories end with a marriage, but theirs started with one, and lots of sex. But I'm interested to know what happens in season 2. I know you're interested to know what happens in season 2. So before we get into it, let's go around the table, say who we're playing, and then let's read this episode.
Woo! All right. My name is Ren. I am the narrator and maid number 2.
I'm Sam and I'm Rifton.
Hey, I'm Ashley. I say hey. I'm Ashley, and I'm reading for Ruth and maid number 1.
I'm Olivia, and I'm reading Maxie.
I'm Andrea. I'm playing Ludus and maid number 3/Anne.
I'm so pumped.
I'm
All right.
so excited.
Shall we? Let's see what's happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Under the oak tree, season 2. Dun, 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 dun. Step, 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 step. Whisper.
Don't you think Our Lady is so much nicer than we expected?
Yeah, I was terrified when I heard the Duke's daughter was coming to live here.
Whew, because you've heard the rumors, right? About nobles whipping their servants bloody over a stain on their clothes. I was worried Our Ladyship might be like them.
I love how lovely the castle is now. I can't believe how one person was able to change so many things.
I know, right? At first, I was worried how we'd clean everything, but now?
Oh, and I heard that it was her ladyship who asked the sorcerer to revive the tree.
I doubt she's actually ever cared about Anatole. She wouldn't have bothered to even come here if the Lord hadn't slain the dragon.
Anne, what are you saying? Watch what you're saying.
What? It's not like I'm wrong. She married our Lord 3 years ago. Where was she during all that time? Use your head. Why would any highborn noble choose to live in a rustic land like Anatole?
Goodness, Anne. You say that, but you don't mind using the best fabric Our Lady has given us to make your clothes.
So what? Do you expect me to wear my old shabby ones for the rest of my life?
Not at all. I'm just saying, it must be nice to have these warm winter clothes, all thanks to Her Ladyship.
Girls, if you have time to bicker, get sewing, please. Step. Rustle, rustle.
When Her Ladyship arrived a few months ago, there were those who were relieved to finally welcome the mistress of Anatole. But there were just as many who distrusted her. Rumors of her prestigious lineage, suspicion raised by her absence while the Lord was away, the inevitable hostility towards a stranger. Only a few attempted to win her good graces from the start, but it was only natural for most servants to feel uncomfortable with the new lady. However, Lord Rifton, my lady, I have bought you breakfast.
Flustered.
Oh, come in.
Creak.
Oh my God. Well, we know what they were doing.
Casual. I will leave it here. Please enjoy the meal while it's warm.
Oh, okay.
As the servants observed the castle's gradual transformation under her management and saw how she cared for what is dear to Anatolians,
Yum.
they slowly began warming up to her. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, Ludus.
Hesitate.
Thank you. So cute.
So cute.
To be honest, it is fair to state that the Lord's deep affection for Her Ladyship greatly influenced this change. Lord Rifton treats Her Ladyship as if she's a delicate jewel, prone to break at the slightest pressure.
Say Maxie.
I can feed myself.
Everyone in the castle knows how the Lord singularly carries out the duties of at least 3 men, while his gaze constantly seeks Her Ladyship. Though Her Ladyship doesn't seem accustomed to such attention, she doesn't appear to dislike it either.
Thud.
I pray, may her days here be filled with peace.
You're surprisingly skilled at this.
And you're quite the quick learner as well.
Oh. It's only natural to improve as you repeat the same thing again and again.
We're just reaching the final stages.
I had no idea that magic required so much paperwork. I imagine it'd be more grand.
Magic is one of the highest forms of academia. It requires meticulous research and calculations. One only gets to see such spectacles during battle.
Then, were you a sorcerer of the Mage Tower?
Of course. There was a time when I was one of them.
Oh my. Then, did you meet Rifton after you left the tower?
That's correct. I met him soon after I became a mercenary. He was already quite famous by then.
How so?
Isn't it obvious? He was dashingly handsome, well built for a 16-year-old, and had nerves of steel. Everyone universally agreed that Sir Rifton was a complete lunatic.
Flinch. A lunatic?
That fellow knew no fear. He'd charge at ogres with mere dagger in hand. Throw himself into the mouth of a drake without batting an eye to cut open his skull. It's a miracle my heart's still beating.
Does he still do such things?
He still doesn't consider his own safety before charging, but he doesn't gamble his life as much anymore. Or rather, he doesn't have to, because he's now powerful enough to slay monsters without doing so. I believe the last time I've seen him risk his life was during the Dragon campaign. But the conclusion is, Sir Rifton used that ability as he swung his sword to absorb Dragon's breath, the most powerful magic in the natural world, which allowed him to use a blade aura powerful enough to behead the creature. It was the risk of all the risks to take, the slightest error, and he would have been reduced to ashes.
Chills.
And he is now recognized as the most valiant knight in the continent thanks to the daring effort, but
I didn't know. I had no idea that the very feat everyone praises him for had been such a foolhardy. He truly could have died. I never would have gotten to know him, left with only the memory of one wretched wedding night, and confined in that dark room in Corso Castle.
Dread.
Possibly forever.
Triple.
Everything will be all right. The dragon is dead, and Ruth said Rifton doesn't endanger himself anymore. But he will soon need to answer King Reuben's call and lead another campaign, because that is his duty as a knight. What if he doesn't return this time? What will happen to the land, the Anatolians, and what will happen to me? Oh, this peace and happiness within my grasp. I only now realize how frail they are.
I'm going on a raid in 2 days.
Pardon?
wait, what?
That's it? Oh, he's going on a raid!
No!
He just got back.
But he's powerful.
But he just got back.
I miss him already.
He misses you already.
She misses
he
you
has
already.
To. He's a knight.
Oh,
That's what knights
see,
do.
this is they tell you never date a knight.
They do say that.
Never marry a knight.
They do say that.
They'll never come home.
This
won't.
is why I'm Team Ruth.
Oh, the truth is coming out.
Oh!
Ruth's a little shady.
Ruth is not shady. He's a magician.
How dare you?
But
It's magic, not shade.
He marches to the beat of his own drum. He said, I'm not following all of y'all in this tower.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
doing his own thing.
but he's revealing all that about Rifton when I bet if Rifton knew that he was doing that,
Ooh, wow.
I mean, he'd probably.
He did this on purpose. He said,
Yeah, he's a little bit of a manipulator.
Yeah, but this might be public knowledge because we can't tell either way because she has been locked up this whole time. So everyone else
Yeah, but
probably knew
he's
this.
swaying her opinion.
No, he's
Having-
actually.
because he
You've
even
given her
caught himself.
information. She asked. She asked.
But he caught himself and he said, I shouldn't be telling you this.
True.
And she says, well, I asked, but I don't know. I just.
Well, he didn't want to lie to her, so he gave her the
Yeah, but
information.
he has other motives, maybe.
What do you? I don't think so. I think he thinks of himself as just like a servant, a magician, and he's like very open with her because she asked.
but it's swaying her opinion of Rifton.
Yeah, but
It's making her-
sways her opinion.
I know, but it's making her like probably think how Rifton is so powerful.
I thought he was complimenting
I think
Rifton
he was
the whole
complimenting
time.
Rifton.
It was a little. Oh, we're all like yelling at him.
I think it's open to interpretation, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Because also, didn't you guys say something happened between them?
Nothing
in another
happened.
episode?
Yeah, but I don't know if it fully swayed her opinion because there is a point when she does realize the like magnitude of how he's risking her life. She lists of what's gonna happen to the land, the people of Anatole, and then herself. So she's still already thinking about others before herself.
Okay. I was just.
Listen, I won't let
I'm just
you.
asking questions.
I won't let you talk anything about Ruth.
Okay.
He's a good, tired man.
Okay.
I can agree that it could be. There could be some hidden intentions there.
There could be. That's all. I'm saying.
Agenda.
I mean, and we're not reading all the rest of the season 2, so.
I really want to know what's gonna happen. I'm like, there's so many predictions in my head. Like,
Well, then share. Why don't we go around and kind of share what we think is going to happen in season 2?
Oh my God, a love triangle.
okay.
That's where I'm.
I'm thinking
that's
a
where I'm
love
going.
triangle, especially if he continues to like teach her magic. Like, who knows? More connections could happen.
I think he's gonna teach her some magic. And I think we still don't know that much about Rifton, I think.
That's true.
So hear me out. What if Rifton and Maxie battle?
Against each other or together?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What if they battle each other?
I think he would fight her.
Okay, maybe not. Sorry.
No,
But
No,
maybe,
something
I don't know.
happened.
he absorbed that magic. It could overpower him, and he could become evil and angry.
Yes.
He has a very dark side that we see
we don't know-
throughout
yeah.
these episodes.
Also, because Ruth is friends with Rifton, like someone that is a sorcerer from that where he left could get revenge and do something to bring a rift between them.
A rift between Rifton.
I love when you
I really was trying to find another word. I was like, I love it.
Or what if Maxie becomes like basically the lord of Anatolia?
Ooh.
I think she's about to get some powerful magic.
Yeah, I think she's gonna tap into her magic.
Yeah.
I don't think she loves Ruth, but I could see Ruth falling in love with her.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
I think she only has eyes for Rifton, honestly. Like, he was the first person that gave her attention, and I think through learning her magic and her confidence is gonna make her more attracted to Rifton and not to Ruth. But Ruth might
Yeah.
be falling in love with Maxie as he's teaching her all these new things. And like, he even said in the beginning of this episode, like, you pick up so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, he's already complimenting her, so I'm gonna agree with Sam
what I'm
that
saying.
there's a hidden agenda there.
I do have, this is a little bit off of it, but I feel like Maxie's dad will come back.
Oh, yeah,
of
for sure.
sorts.
Oh,
He's
yes.
gonna be talking. I feel like at some point Rifton's gonna be talking to Maxie to really get into like why she flinches so much, and I want her to be able to say it, of admitting the abuse that he did. And then what if going on her being powerful and like with the armor, what if she slays the dragon and that's her dad?
her dad.
Ooh, the dad is the dragon.
Cause listen, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but the art in the beginning of what her dad looks like
yeah.
versus when we saw the art of Rifton fighting the dragon, same colors.
What if Rifton fights her dad?
I think she has to.
You think?
I think he would want to, and then for his growth, since he's always the one that's the hero, he steps aside and is like, you have to do this.
Yes.
What
Poetic
season?
justice.
Season 3? Season?
Who knows?
Maybe the end of season 2.
I also
Maybe
think,
in
hold on,
season
I'm gonna take it back. I think Rifton might be getting married to, isn't he sworn, King Reuben? Isn't he sworn to marry?
No, there was the offer.
It was offered, but he didn't.
He refused
He didn't.
it.
Did he refuse it, or did he
Yeah.
just say he refused it?
I think he refused it, and then because he was married to Maxie already, because
Right.
the nurse was like, well, maybe he's coming back to divorce
Right.
you.
And he said that he thought that she was.
Yes.
So he might get pressured by the king.
That's
though.
what I was thinking. He might get pressured, even though he doesn't like. I forgot what her name is, but he was saying how she's like pretentious and rude, and he doesn't like women like that. But you never know. He might be.
But
maybe
that
something
might, that
happened.
might make the dad come back because him married to Maxie is his investment.
Yeah. And there's her sister. Her sister hasn't shown
Yeah,
up.
and her
either.
sister
There's
hasn't shown
so
up.
much we're gonna learn about in season 2.
No. I just want Maxie to step into her power and her magic and not have to rely on anybody and just be her independent self and like slay some dragons and,
That'd be so cool.
you know, fight her dad.
She's definitely giving off, probably gonna be one of the most powerful sorcerers.
She's going to be the most powerful sorcerer.
She's starting, like it's gonna grow with, as her confidence grows, her power and magic will grow. And I think that'd be
What
so
if she
sick.
becomes a sorceress and then that like group tries to put her in
mage
the
in the
tower,
tower.
and then Rifton has to be like, no, you can't. I'm
She's
tired
married.
of people taking her.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, so
She
many.
gets
endings.
kidnapped or something. As
my
like
God.
also revenge for Ruth, because what if they're like
Ruth
spying on
left.
Ruth and think there is something going on between them? So they're like, haha, I'm gonna take your girl from the tower.
And then Rifton's gonna have to battle some mages.
Or what if Rifton
both
has
of
to?
them.
What if Rifton has to battle Ruth?
Oh my god.
We can't handle that.
That kind of hot though. I'm not gonna lie.
And then they make out.
Oh, hey! And then Rifton
power
takes
of
his shirt
love.
off, and here we are with nipples again. Here we are. So then let's do 3 adjectives of what we think about Under the Oak Tree.
Oh.
Take a second. I want this fresh.
okay.
Take a second. Because I need a second.
Okay. 3 words. Okay, I think I got mine.
Oh, go ahead, Ren.
Oh, okay. Magical. Growth. Self-acceptance.
I love that.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Exciting. It seems like it's boiling. There's more coming. Sexual, sexy. It's great. I mean,
It's pretty
it's got
sexy.
some sexy elements to it.
For sure.
And just sex.
Yeah.
I think sexy as well. I think explorative. And I think vulnerable.
I think mine is secretive, loving, and controlling.
Ooh.
I think mine would be beautiful because of the art, and mysterious, and then I don't know how to conjugate it, but like Twitter-pated. If you know that word,
Yeah.
it's like a nervous excitement. It's from
Bambi.
Bambi, of that nervous excitement that you don't know what's gonna happen next. It's kind of the flutter when you like.
Yeah.
Whenever we saw like him holding her like
Yeah.
her chin, and you get that little flutter in your heart. That's what Twitter-pated is.
I
think
like
that's a good
Twitter
one.
pated.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's cute. I like that one a lot.
I'm so excited.
I know. This is just episode 1 of season 2. There's so much more to unravel, to find out. I don't know anything that's gonna happen next, but I just wanted to thank you for watching along the night in Manta, Under the Oak Tree. I hope you enjoyed it. We very much enjoyed it.
Oh, very much.
I did.
Yes.
And whether you're Team Ruth or Team Rifton, we still love you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.